He's one of the best golfers on the tour. I think currently ranked number 5 in the world. So what's the message for you, the average golfer? Well, if you develop these 2 basic clubhead skills that we've been discussing, your body parts can do what they want. You'll have your own unique swing fingerprint. Now, I'm not saying you want a bizarre swing from a technical standpoint like Furyk, but what I am saying is if you have some quirks or flaws in your swing and they don't really affect your swinging of the club and the striking of the ball, there's no need to change it. I'm going to give you a very quick example. I know I'm probably going to run out of tape on my camcorder here, but I teach brand new beginning golfers, a lot of women's groups, and I just teach them to swing the club and hit the ball. And I'll see sometimes they'll have some little technical flaws that I will kind of point them in the right direction on, but oftentimes I'll leave stuff alone. And one of the things I often leave alone, new golfers, especially women, have a tendency to kind of stand up, swing back down, and come down and hit it. So I don't usually try to get them thinking too much about maintaining their spine angle, because I don't want them thinking about themselves. I want them just developing the skill. So this woman, her name was Heather. Over time, she gradually became more and more skilled at swinging the club and striking the ball with this great, huge up and down movement. And she had this beautiful rhythmic swing. She swung around, and she adapted to the way that her body felt comfortable moving when she swung. So she would swing and stand up, come back down, hit the ball nice and clean, send it where she wanted to send it. And over time, she actually was pretty good at making contact. Not a tour pro, obviously, not a high-level amateur golfer, obviously, but she was just wanted to be a recreational golfer. Swing the club, hit the ball. So she stood up, swung around. I hit that clean. I hit that solid. I'm making all these technical mistakes. So over time, she would get compliments on her swing was so flowing and smooth, and she made such good contact, and the ball went relatively straight. And then people would add this little adjunct at the end and say, but your swing sure is funny. And so she didn't really know what they were talking about. So then one time she decided to ask somebody, and they told her, well, you see, your spine angle is supposed to stay tipped over when you swing back, and then you swing through and you stand up to the finish. So she thought, oh, well, Ron never told me that. So she comes to me for a lesson because she started trying to fix this. Well, you know what happened. She got worse instead of better trying to fix this alleged flaw in her swing. So I said to her, yes, it's better to have a consistent spine angle when you swing back and through, but I didn't want to tell you about it back then because I wanted you to become skilled with your club head, which she did. And I said, we can fix it. And I do work with golfers on mechanical things, but I always recommend do it in the winter. Whenever Tiger changes his swing, it takes him 2 years typically of hard work, learning a new feel and setup and so on and so forth, which is why he was very reticent to start all over again once he hooked up with Sean Foley. So I always recommend if you're going to make any changes, we'll do it in the winter. So I told Heather, let's do some winter lessons. We can work on this technical thing. But if you're hitting the ball okay when you stand up and go down, just do it. So she came to me for this wondering how to fix this lesson, and we talked about should we change it or should we not. And I said to her, okay, well, you've been trying to think about staying tipped over, just go back to your old swing. Let's just relax and remember the basics that we've talked about with regard to the club head, and let's just swing and hit it. So she started doing what she used to do, stand up, swing back around, hit the ball, and within about 15 minutes, her old skill came back and she was nice and relaxed, had a good rhythm, stood up, came back around, made reasonable contact, sent the ball relatively straight. And so I said, if you want to fix it, we can, but you know what? You may not need to. Why not just have fun? Just be relaxed, make a rhythm, swing back, swing through, hit the ball, and have your own swing that's unique to you. So that's my message to you. The average golfer who watches the Golf Channel, you've been dying to find a way to improve. The way is becoming skilled with these basic skills of swinging the club head freely, fluidly, fast, and becoming focused externally on the club head and your desire to strike ball with swinging club head, hopefully to within a 16th of an inch accurate of the center. So while you focus on the club head and what you do with the club head, your body will find its own unique way to move. And as long as there's not something that's technically so out of whack that it affects how your club head swings back to the ball, then really, if you have a little bit of a straightening right knee on the backswing, or your elbow goes out a little bit on the backswing, or some of the more superfluous things that where your swing doesn't look perfectly in the exact technically correct position, there's really no point in trying to fix it. So my desire for you is to give this a try. Go to the range. Get your grip pressure on the club very, very light. Not light enough it's going to slip through your hands, but very light so that if your grips are in good condition, and I always recommend that you have good grips in good condition, then that club won't slip through your hands, and with soft, relaxed hands, you'll be able to feel that club head's weight. Then when you swing it freely, fluidly, and fast, that weight, you'll feel it carve this circular path through the air. Then keep your attention focused on, I have a ball, I have a club. I shall swing this club and strike this ball. Send it on its way and enjoy your golf game. Once again, my name is Ron Sisson. I hope you've enjoyed this little YouTube series of videos that hopefully will help you have a further understanding of my real swing golf method. I would ask, humbly, that you would vote for me as the Golf Channel's next instructor, so that I can help you understand these concepts a little deeper and help you when you struggle through my show to be able to pinpoint the actual real problems. And I have a lot more information to share with you. I've got 25 full years, full-time teaching experience and a wealth of knowledge to share with you. So humbly, I ask for your support in voting for me as the Golf Channel's next instructor. See you on the Golf Channel.